Are you sick of looking at Netflix and you don't know what to watch?
So many movies out there, you don't know which ones are good, which ones were bad.
You curious about what's out there?
I'm Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler.
This is The Best Pictures.
The ones you don't want to miss.
Hit it.
Say hello to my little friend.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
Winners go home and prom queen.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I don't deserve this. Deserves got nothing to do with it. No sequel for you.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of The Best Pictures. I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
And I'm Don Tretler. Welcome to the show.
So Don and I went to the movies last week and saw the new Leonardo DiCaprio, Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro film, One Battle After Another. So we're going to be talking about that. But first, Don, if you want to...
Well, before we continue, we want to let everyone know that this show is broadcast live from the Fact TV studios in Bellows Falls. Fact TV is a community access center that provides studio space and production services free of charge to community members in Southern Vermont and Keene. If you're interested in creating your own show, already producing content and wish to submit it, or want to stay informed about news and events in Southern Vermont and Keene, including live coverage of local town meetings, sporting events, and community events, visit fact8.com.
All right, thanks, Don. So briefly before we get into One Battle After Another, I was just going to do a top 5 weekend report, and lo and behold, the number one movie of the weekend was One Battle After Another.
All right, good.
Opened at 22 million. I think that was kind of lower end of expectations.
Yeah.
But it's an R-rated movie, and it's really long. 2 hours and like 42 minutes.
Right. Big stars.
Yeah, huge stars. That opened at 22.0. Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie, opened second.
I have no idea what that is.
Me neither. 13.7 million. Demon Slayer was third at 7.1. The Conjuring still hanging in there, number 4 at 6.8. And The Strangers Chapter 2, number 5 at 5.8.
Wow.
So The Conjuring's
a lot of horror movies.
Conjuring's doing very well.
But and if there's a lot of horror movies that are already popular, and we're coming into
Horror season.
of Halloween.
Halloween, yep.
Hopefully there would be, Halloween is going to fall on a Friday when they open. Hopefully they're going to be opening something amazing.
I hope so. I don't think I have
I
any-
would if
don't
I had
think
a horror movie.
Anything on the list?
Frankenstein. Maybe Frankenstein opens.
Begonia opens that day.
Oh,
That's
Begonia.
the new, what's his face? What's his name?
Yorgos Lanthimos?
Yeah, that's his new movie.
Wow. I like him. Well, speaking of directors, right, we went to see One Battle After Another, which is directed by Paul Thomas Anderson.
One of your favorite directors, maybe your favorite
definitely.
director.
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
He's I just think he's amazing. I probably have seen, I was going to say, I think I've seen almost all of his movies now.
And, after we were talking about it, I think on the ride up there or whatever, I watched recently, again, Punch Drunk Love. And you turned me on to that movie, which I did not want to see because Adam Sandler in a drama doesn't really appeal to me.
Right.
But he was great. I mean, him and Emma Watson were both great. And it's a very well done movie.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that gets pretty high on IMDb as well. I want to say it's in the 7s.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very good.
And, I mentioned he was also good in Uncut Gems.
Right.
And didn't I just see another movie? And
I think you mentioned it to me, but I don't.
Funny People? Is it that kind of a straight?
Oh, I think so. With him and like Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
I think one of them's dying or something, or is that?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I
haven't
didn't
seen
see it.
I haven't seen that.
But I'm kind of interested, And I'll just put this in here. I met Adam Sandler when I was in New York. Just briefly. I didn't, I wasn't best friends with him or anything. But in my little brief meeting him, he was really cool.
That's cool. He seems like he'd be fun to hang out with. He's a funny guy. So One Battle After Another, 2 hours, 41 minutes long. It's still got an 8.4 rate as of now. With how many reviews?
Probably a bunch.
53,000.
Yeah. I rated it. I think I went on IMDb and I gave it an 8.
Okay. I'd probably give it a little less than that. I'd probably be like 7.8, 7. Yeah, probably 7.7, 7.8. Because I have that based on other movies. Like Mystic River is a 7.9.
Yeah.
I like Mystic River better than.
But you can only rate it on whole numbers. So it was either 7, 8, or 9.
Oh,
for
and then the average accumulates.
Right.
Okay, then
and
yeah.
I felt like if I gave it a 9, then I'm putting it in Godfather range, and I'm like, no.
I probably would have given it an 8 then. Too,
Yeah.
Then, yeah. Because it's definitely higher than a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, 9, definitely not a 9.
And maybe, I mean, it could be a 7 too. I kind of agree with you. It's somewhere between 7 and 8.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about it, right? Well, it has a great like setup, you know. But it gets into the end where it gets to the climax.
And it just kind of drags too much.
Yeah, I thought the climax was just a little, you know.
But I mean, it was a lot different than what I expected. Like, it took off. Like, instantly, I was like, wow, I didn't
Yes.
expect this, you know? I mean, like, I thought it was really cool. And it just, before I knew it, it was an hour into the movie. And I was like, wow, it seems like we just got here. But it was very fast paced. Which is, I think, very different from most Paul Thomas Anderson movies, which aren't really like action like that. And this movie really just kind of, in my opinion, just took right off from the beginning and just flew through the first couple hours.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah, like the scenes with the cars and stuff at the end, it just, I'm not saying that they weren't necessary, but I think the length was unnecessary.
Yeah, I think they were trying to build some suspense for the whole thing, and you know, just the payoff. I didn't think the payoff was
worth waiting that
Right,
long. Yeah,
right.
me neither. But definitely would recommend anyone going to see it.
Oh yeah, it's a decent movie.
The acting was great. I mean, I thought Sean Penn's character was kind of funny. You know, I mean, it's a different movie. It's just weird, but I mean,
Yeah.
it was good. It worked. I mean, the girl that played Leonardo DiCaprio's daughter, I thought she was really good. I'd never seen her in anything before.
She was. No, but you know, I saw an article about her, and I guess there were about 3 recent things that she's done. So she's kind of an up-and-comer, a big up-and-comer, you know? Well, Paul Thomas Anderson, like you say, there was definitely, there was action to it.
Yeah.
You know, there's drama to the whole thing. I mean, some of it feels, you know, really serious, but there's also with some
laughable
comedic stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Leonardo DiCaprio's character was a little comedic too. He had some kind of funny stuff. The whole phone routine with the phone
Oh yeah.
was great. I mean, it was great. So I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson, I mean, that just tells you what a great director is, because you got to balance a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
and even the end.
Yeah, it did have a lot of everything in that movie, and,
Yeah,
and it worked. You know, it definitely worked. Like, the
Now-
only complaint I have is the end, they'd kind of drag out. But
Now, you've seen most of his movies. I was talking about one. I think it was one of his real early ones. Let's see, earlier than Magnolia, Hard 8.
yeah, I
Which
have
gets
not.
a 7.1.
That's
And I was thinking about it. I think it's Gwyneth Paltrow. That's the female lead in it.
Yeah.
Sure it is. Gwyneth Paltrow, John C. Reilly, and Philip Baker Hall. And basically they are the movie. I don't know if there's anybody, there might be somebody else in it, but they are the majority of that film. That's a real good one.
he's done a few with John C. Reilly, right?
Yeah.
'Cause
He's in Magnolia
And he's in Boogie Nights,
and Boogie Nights, right? So where am I now? Yeah, so I was just kind of looking to see like if there are any of these that I I haven't seen. I really do think I've seen them all now.
You said you really, really like
the major
Licorice
ones.
Pizza a lot.
I did. Licorice Pizza. I thought it was awesome.
That-
I watched it twice and just left with that feeling of, oh man.
Did you see that in the theater?
I did when it came out, and then I saw it on TV too. It came on one of the
That was
one of the streaming
within the
things.
last couple of years, right?
Yeah, I think that was that came out during the pandemic. Yeah, because remember they released a whole bunch of stuff. I think that was one, that Nightmare Alley, and there was a third one with a real good director. No, that was Guillermo del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro, Nightmare Alley.
So
yeah.
who's the third one? Anyway, there were like 3 really big directors. Maybe it was, no, not Wes Anderson either. I don't think it was Wes Anderson. Could have been. Could have been the one, what's it called? The French
Oh, the French Dispatch?
Dispatch. That could have come out too. So
Was
yeah,
that was Wes Anderson, wasn't it?
it was.
Yeah.
It got saved up. They saved up a whole bunch of these movies for right after the pandemic because people didn't want to go to the movies. So I'm
Right.
sure they were like, yeah, we're going to save these good movies for try to make some money in the theaters. Let's see. So Boogie Nights you've seen, right?
Yep.
Magnolia. Did you
I
see
have
Magnolia?
not seen Magnolia.
Well, it's
I know it's long.
It's
I think
long.
that's kind of
It's
what's-
got a great cast. It's got a little weird element to it. It gets an 8.0.
Definitely worth watching. That they must have that at the library, I would think.
I'm sure.
Magnolia.
Yeah.
I didn't even. I better.
I have to find it. I do have that one.
I will write that
Punch
down.
Drunk Love. You've seen that one.
Yep.
There Will Be Blood.
Yep.
The Master, which is probably my least favorite of his movies, but I need to watch it again. I only watched that one
I have to
time.
watch that again because I remember that not being all that memorable, which surprises me because that's got an outstanding cast.
Right, Joaquin Phoenix
Philip Seymour Hoffman, Amy Adams. I mean,
doesn't get any better than
yeah.
those three right there. That's
2 Oscar winners and a future Oscar winner, I'm sure.
here's Inherent Vice. Did you see that?
No, you told me about that one last time.
It only gets a 6.6. Again, that's Joaquin Phoenix.
Right, that's on one of the streaming things because I saw it, and
That's got that Catherine Waterston in it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
She's
I remember you were telling me about that, and I looked it up.
a cutie. Let's see.
Did he do her?
What's that?
Did Paul Thomas Anderson do her?
No.
Okay.
I think that's like a Spike Jones.
Oh, is it? Because
that
I remember
one of
not
those
liking
guys?
that. Like I stopped watching it because I didn't like
Right.
it that much. And I think you really liked her, didn't you?
I liked it. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
say I liked it. But I like Joaquin Phoenix.
I do
like
too.
that.
That's what surprised me.
I like that type of. I don't know those type of movies like that too. That are a little weird.
I mean,
Phantom Thread gets 7.4.
I haven't seen that either. And you really liked that too, though, right?
I liked it. Yeah, I don't know if you would though. I don't know if
That's
your-
right. That's the one you told me I probably should skip.
It's very dramatic, and it's not. I mean, it's about a clothing designer. I mean, what is that?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I know you watched it because of Daniel Day-Lewis.
I did, yeah. He's excellent. And Licorice Pizza, 7.1. That's one I just highly recommend because I just think
Isn't Sean Penn in that?
Sean Penn has
Like a cameo, right?
Like a cameo in it. So does what's his name? Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper's in it. Yeah, he's he's good. When you see it, oh man, he makes you laugh. He plays somebody who was a real person. He plays I'm not going to remember his name. He was like a director, producer. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to come up with it, people. But he's funny in the movie, and he's worth seeing.
He's a good actor. I like
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper. You know.
And Dustin Hoffman's son in it, Cooper Hoffman,
Really.
is one of the stars of this movie. He also starred in a recent movie, the Long Walk. Is that what it's
Okay.
called?
Is that Stephen King?
Yeah, it was a Stephen King thing.
Yep.
My son saw that. He gave it a thumbs up. He thought it was a real good movie.
And
I think the reviews on it are
Yeah,
pretty good too.
I think they are too. I
So-
remember looking it up and thinking, yeah, that's an interesting idea for a movie.
So Cooper Hoffman is kind of an up and comer, you know.
I wonder how old he is. Because Dustin Hoffman's not exactly a kid.
No, he's got to be close to 80,
I would think so, yeah.
but he's probably been married multiple times,
Probably.
most likely. I don't know that off the top of my head. But what I can remind people, Dustin Hoffman, Gene Hackman, and Robert Duvall were roommates
That's crazy.
at one point. Is that pretty amazing?
Cooper Hoffman's only 22.
Wow.
So,
Well, he plays somebody young. He plays a high school student in Licorice Pizza, and he's good. So yeah. So you know what I also was going to talk to you about is you lent me the Black Phone,
right.
and the Black Phone they're coming out with a sequel to it coming out, right?
Yep.
Now we both said we liked it.
Yes.
We didn't think it was the scariest movie.
It wasn't as
we've ever
scary as they
seen or
made
anything.
it seem like. Because they made it seem like it was like horrifying, like completely terrifying or whatever. And I remember watching it, and I was just like, it's a good movie.
It is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
interesting.
I'll watch it again, you know, and I'm interested to see the sequel. The sequel, I've seen the trailer for the sequel. The sequel does look really scary.
I didn't, and I kind of like after watching that movie, I'm like, well, where are they going to go with this thing? What are they? Don't tell me they're going to raise some guy from the dead. If they do that, I don't want. See, I don't. This is why I don't like sequels, and this is what happens with horror movies. They raise somebody from the dead, you
Yeah, they
know,
do.
and then, I think it's crappy. I think after watching the first one, they should do something because I thought it's one of those movies I stopped and started type of thing. I think they should do something with his mother because they kept hinting at these like supernatural powers that his
Right.
mother had, and she died prematurely. So if it were me and I were making the sequel, I would kind of make it around that. And or maybe it's the sister too.
Yeah,
the sister
right,
had some
yeah.
too. That's where I would kind of like concentrate my energy instead of resurrecting a dead guy, which I hope They did not do, because that would just be. I don't even want to look at the movie if that's what they're doing. You watched, but you saw the trailer. Is that what they did?
I saw pieces of it. I didn't catch it all. I just saw.
Let the man die in peace. Just let him die. Kill him off.
I mean, it definitely was a little terrifying, the trailer that I saw.
Yeah?
I only caught a couple seconds of it, but it made me jump a couple times, so I'm definitely intrigued to see it.
Yeah, we saw it this week. There's a couple of horror movies.
Bone Lake.
Yeah, I was on Facebook, and some guy came on, and he was talking about the most terrifying movies that are coming out. I don't know how he got to see them, but he said, yeah, Bone Lake and Good Boy are both going to be open this Friday. So they're probably going to open on streaming services because they're not going to want to compete with the Smashing Machine.
I wouldn't think so, because that's like definitely going to be a
Right.
Nationwide release. We
But
know Springfield's getting it.
But
so.
people love horror movies. I would
love
venture
horror
to say
movies.
it's probably the most popular genre of films. I mean, around people. I think people just love that. They probably love it more than action movies, more than westerns, war movies,
Romance. Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm
Drama.
with you. I mean, I love horror. I probably own more horror movies than any other movie. Because I own all the like classic series and stuff like that. And who knows? Maybe Black Phone's going to turn into one of those classic series.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't keep resurrecting people.
Resurrect. Well, see, and I use those as examples, like Friday the 13th. They kept but the first one, the second one, okay, I can see that happens. But then they kept resurrecting the guy. Yeah. And then when it got to number 6, and I don't know I love number 6 in Friday the 13th because they're digging up his grave because and they go to stab him with like a fence post, and then the fence post gets hit by lightning,
right,
which
and then resurrects him. Yeah.
I loved that because I was like, okay, now you're making fun of this whole resurrection thing.
Have you seen Jason Goes to Hell?
No, I probably haven't seen
it.
That.
Literally gets to the point where Jason's changing bodies.
Yeah.
Like he'd go from like the mortician to like the coroner to like the cop. Like it just like I forget, like the blood gets transfused from one body to the next, and you never really know who Jason is.
Oh man.
But the cool part about the end of that is when Jason finally dies, his mask is like laying right there, and then you see Freddy's claw come out and pull his mask and pull him down to hell. So that was kind of cool. And then of course they brought Jason back for Freddy versus Jason. So,
right. Which they must have planned that before they.
Yeah, probably.
They probably did the same thing with Halloween. What's his name?
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers he must have gotten resurrected because I didn't really follow that series. I watched the first one. He must have gotten killed at the end, and then they keep bringing him back.
Yeah,
he must have been, because we saw the last one, and that was Michael Myers again.
Awful.
It was god awful, but
it was terrible.
It was still Michael Myers.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, no, I think he came back several times. I think Jamie Lee Curtis actually has killed him like 3 or 4 times.
They cut his head off, and then somehow his head winds back on again. I mean, who knows? It's ridiculous.
Halloween H2O, it was the 20 years later from the original. She chops his head off at the end. And it's over. And then they come out, I think that was like 1998 maybe?
Yeah.
And then in 2003, they have the one that was online called Resurrection. It turns out it wasn't really Michael Myers' head. It was the paramedics. And Michael Myers, because they're just like, we want to make more money. So let's just say, okay, we didn't really kill him. This is what happened. And that one, it's funny because it's an online movie, essentially. Like all these kids are like,
I did see that.
They're paid to stay in the original house that he grew up in.
Right. And they're live streaming it.
Yeah. And then he ends up showing up and starts killing. Busta Rhymes is in it. Like Tyra Banks is in it. The kid from Rookie of the Year is in it. It's I liked it, but it's stupid. I mean, it's like they literally just had to come up with a reason to make another one. So they're like, okay, it wasn't really him. She didn't chop his head off. It was a paramedic.
Right.
But whatever. I still watch them. I'm still a sucker for them. But they're really going to have to do something to bring me back after that last one, because that was god awful. And that was a short movie, and it seemed like it was 3 hours long.
And it was supposed to be the end. It was supposed to be it's
not
going to do
literally called Halloween Kills.
They're going to do it again.
Right? or Halloween Ends. I forget what it's called. But no, they will, because suckers like us will go and see it.
Somebody, people love it. People love to get scared. And they take the chance. I mean, because sometimes the sequels turn out to be good. As I mentioned, Friday the 13th Part 6, which I enjoyed. I thought it's my favorite of the whole series, I think.
Halloween Ends gets a 5.0. Do you think that is the worst movie you've ever seen in a movie theater? Do you think you've seen one rated lower than that?
I probably have. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I should be thinking about what's the worst movie I've seen in the theater.
Because Renfield was definitely up there, but that gets a lot higher than a 5.0. That's like a 6.3.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which is definitely not.
That one
I would not give that over a 6. I would not recommend anybody seeing that movie.
No, I hated that movie.
That was stupid.
I'm trying to think what other.
I know.
don't know.
I'm trying to too, because I haven't really seen a lot of clunkers, I don't think.
I usually don't want to go see a clunker, but sometimes that happens to you. Sometimes you get excited about somebody that's in it.
You ever see The Jackal?
The Jackal. Yeah, who's in that? George Clooney? No.
Bruce Willis and Richard Gere.
I was gonna say
I think
Richard
Sidney
Gere.
Poitier's in it too. I remember seeing that in the theater and not really.
Not enjoying that?
I mean, it wasn't like Halloween Ends. But I remember just thinking for the cast. I mean, he gets a 6.4. That's decent. I just remember for the cast. I want to say there was a famous director too. Michael Keaton Jones.
I don't know who that is.
I feel like he's kind of famous.
But if you're watching this for the first time, Joey and I basically say, as far as IMDb goes, 6 and above is watchable. Under 6 is not watchable. So if something gets a 5.9, it's kind of like, it might be worth investing time, and maybe.
But 5.0, no.
No, 5.0, it's like it's a waste of your time. Don't even bother.
And a
with it.
waste of money. Don't go see Halloween Ends.
I mean, you could look it up. Any movies you see on IMDb below 6 basically are crap. Can I say crap on television?
You did. So we don't really have time to talk about the list that we were going to talk about.
Oh yeah.
But we can do that next week.
I'm still working on it. I'm still
too.
trying to find movies that didn't make it that maybe should have.
And it was nice that you watched The Black Phone too. That way we actually had 2 new movies to talk about this week.
Yeah.
And the plan is we'll talk about the list next week. And then maybe go see The Smashing Machine after the show.
Right.
And that way we'll have something to talk about the following week that's new.
Right.
Because there's a lot of good movies coming out in the next, right through Christmas. There's like one good movie at least every week. And it still would be nice to kind of find the roses somewhere if maybe BF is going to end up getting that or not. Because you said it didn't get good reviews though?
No, I saw like, it was written about in the newspaper. And I kind of like read the last paragraph or whatever, and they basically, dumped on it. They didn't like it.
So did we see all the funny parts? Is that basically what
Probably.
we saw? Probably.
It's
Because it
probably
gets a 7.0 on IMDb.
Does it really?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's definitely worth checking out if BF got it.
And I think I saw like how many stars it got on the Ebert site. It probably got like a 2.5 or something. Whatever it did, it was not shining by any means. I think... it got 4 stars for One Battle After Another. They love that one.
Yeah, I think like everywhere I've seen, they're calling it one of the best reviewed movies in a while. So
he's one of those directors. And I think that about Wes Anderson too. Like anything they come out with, I'm like, I want to see it. It's going to be great.
Well, we are out of time this week, so we'll
Hope
be
you
back
enjoyed
next
it.
week. And I'm one of your hosts, Joey Powers.
I'm Don Tretler, and these are the ones you don't want to miss.
Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the war room. Here's Johnny.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.